July 23rd. Prepare now. Ethereum ETFs could start trading next week. Well, welcome back to the Crypto Astro Paradise. This is not financial advice. If you're new here, I'm Jack. I'm an engineer gone crypto astrologer. On this channel, I combine technical analysis with astrology. Subscribe to receive critical crypto and astrology updates with 90% accuracy. That's what I've been for the last year and a half. So subscribe to get more of these video updates. Don't fall for the crypto scams in the comments below. Beware of the spam bots, all right? Watch this video all the way to the end, as I'm going to be giving the Ethereum predictions at the end and what I'm doing, and a major clue about what's to come on August 4th. It's very, very interesting, so stay tuned for that. So we have Ethereum ETF news coming out. Let's take a look over here. Ethereum ETFs go live on Tuesday. What you need to know. So we have new spot ETFs for Ethereum, which investors believe is the second most popular cryptocurrency, expected to be trading on July 23rd. Securities and Exchange Commission has the green light at least 3 funds to enter their market that day, but it looks like more than that. Instruments to follow in the footsteps of the 11 trading spot Bitcoin ETFs, having accumulated over 54 billion in assets under management since launching in January. Bitcoin has soared 47% this year. All right, so could Ethereum also do something similar? Ethereum ETFs could spark a new Ethereum all-time high. That's what this article says. I'm not so sure about that. We'll see. Ethereum could see, they're saying that Ethereum could see a new all-time high. If it moves above key resistance, well, that's potentially possible. Daily Digest market movers. So they're talking about the Grayscale Ethereum ETF that raised its fees, blah, blah, blah. So that is a great, interesting question. Is Ethereum going to get that same move that Bitcoin got? If we look back at Bitcoin when the Bitcoin spot ETFs were approved, all the way back here, it shows right here on January 12th, we did get the dump before markets start pumping it back up. Now, this did take about, since it was approved when it started pumping, was only 24 days. But when we look at Ethereum, it's a bit different. Go to Ethereum. Ethereum spot Bitcoin, or Ethereum ETF was approved right here at the peak. And then the price fell off, just like Bitcoin. But how long has this taken? Take a look at this. Ever since it was approved on May 23rd, it has been about 43 days since the bottom there. 43 days since it hit the bottom on July 5th and started heading back up. But still, 57 days since the ETFs have gone live. So much longer than Bitcoin. So that's interesting. Are we going to see the same 40% uptick that we saw in Bitcoin with Ethereum? I am not so certain about that. Given the fact that we've dropped further than, well, let's see. It's taken more time than the Bitcoin ETF. In order to head up as much as Bitcoin did, we are going to have to break through this area of resistance. I made this yellow rectangle here showing historic levels of resistance. You can see some of these daily or these weekly closes here that yeah, we're around these levels in this box. So around 3650 to approximately 3700. And then we've seen that historically a bit as well with some areas of resistance. So we could definitely see resistance in those areas. So what we would need to head up further to see Ethereum go much higher is we definitely need to break through this resistance level. We need to bounce off of it and head past this recent, it's not an all-time high, but this recent peak. So we would have to get past 4,000 and continue to bounce upwards after that. And that would be extremely bullish. So we'll see if that happens. Of course, if we get something along the lines of the Ethereum ETFs get approved around here, and then we just kind of hang out there and bounce off and start to head down below, head to the mid 3,500 or 3,300, that's not going to be looking so good. Okay, so when these ETFs get approved, we would definitely want to see an explosive move up like that. All right, so that's what I'm going to be looking for. It's going to keep us on our toes. Okay, let's go back here. So we compared those, and let's also look at the weekly closes here. So, I mean, the last week we closed at 32.42. And then now we are in a good place right now, but we're sitting just above this 50% level from the peak here all the way down to the bottom. And the 50% is at 34.53. We're above that right now. So we want to close this week above that. So if we close this week, we have until the 22nd, right before the Ethereum ETFs get approved. So that's pretty interesting. We want to close above 3,453. If we do that, that is bullish. We could see more upward momentum. That could be bullish for Ethereum. I also want to look at stochastic RSI and the relative strength index. We're gonna have to zoom out here. And I found a couple interesting things that we are holding this nice trend line. If we look in this area, you take a look at this blue line. We have held this line so far, and recently, ever since July 1st, we've pretty much bounced off of this trend line. So we haven't broken through this trend line in any major way, which is very positive as Bitcoin broke through its trend line. So if we continue to head upwards or bounce like this, that'll be very bullish. And then the stochastic RSI, let's see, maybe I need to zoom in. If we zoom in this area, let's see if this works. There we go. So if we look towards the bottom of the screen there, the little blue line has gone through the orange line. And so if we continue to move upwards, we're getting a nice bounce off of this 20% level. So if we continue to head up like this, that would be potentially very bullish as well. So that's sitting pretty. That's looking good for now. We want to continue to see an upwards trend there. And I will stay updated on that. I'll keep you guys updated in future videos. So definitely subscribe to stay tuned. Okay. Let's see what else. Now I also want to compare the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. This is very interesting. So, I mean, we have been in this downtrend ever since the end of the bull run in 2021. Now we are creating this little wedge formation here. It's a little bit below that wedge, but as long as we bounce up, we want to continue heading upwards, something like this. And we want to shoot through the wedge like that. So, and then the bearish thing is if we just fell through here, that would be very bearish. Another possibility that would be bearish is if we bounce off of this level and then we just shoot back down. So we're still not out of the woods yet. The good news is we'll see. I mean, potentially when the Ethereum ETF gets approved, we could just be shooting through it like that. And if we break through there, and if we make a weekly close above that blue support trend line, that's going to be very, very bullish. Let's make sure. Yeah, so if we go through here and we make a weekly close outside of this wedge formation and above this trend line, that'll be very bullish. So we'll need to keep our eyes, I'll keep you guys updated on that in the days and months to come. So stay tuned. Oh, I'm aware that my screen was zoomed in. I hope you guys were able to see what I was talking about earlier. But if we want to go through that again really quickly, yeah, basically what we want to see is something going upwards like that. Okay, I think that's clear. We could also look briefly at the Ethereum versus Solana. I like to also look at this chart because Solana, let's see. Solana has been outperforming Ethereum ever since approximately beginning June of last year. And yeah, we have not seen Ethereum make a breakout versus Solana in a long time. It's just hanging out below here. So this is the value of Ethereum versus Solana. So if we want to see, I'm looking to see if Ethereum is going to break out versus Solana, if we're going to see something like that, or if Solana is going to continue to remain very strong compared to Ethereum. Now here's another way of looking at it. This is actually Solana versus Ethereum, and this chart is actually showing how strong Solana has been versus Ethereum ever since the market bottom around the end of December 2022. Solana has been largely outperforming Ethereum, but basically it's been in an uptrend the whole time. We're making a higher low, another higher low, another higher low here. So honestly, Solana is looking bullish compared to Ethereum, but let's see if Ethereum can really take back the reins. We would need to see this really fall off, something like that. Not saying that's going to happen, but it'll be very interesting to see how Solana performs with the Ethereum ETF, because there might also be some hype around if the Ethereum ETF goes live, then there could be a Solana ETF coming as well. So we'll see if Solana gets a bullish pump off of that news, or after the launch with the Ethereum ETF. Now let's take a look at the astrology. So this is another thing we do on this channel, very significant. Most people just look at the TA. I look at the TA and the astrology and see where there's correlations. And guys, the correlations has been amazing for the last 2 years that I've been looking at here. Okay, so we have July 21st. We get a full moon in astrology. This is a full moon in Capricorn at the 29th degree, which is the most intense degree. The good news is it's trining Mars, and it's trining Venus, and it's sextiling Neptune. And those are all very positive. So we could get a full moon pump. As long as we get a pump in the macro markets, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, this could be looking good for crypto as well. But there's also a couple other things I need to look at as well, and I'll explain in a few minutes. We're also getting a positive Venus sextile Jupiter. That's very positive. Mars sextile Neptune, and Mars trining Pluto, double positive. Pluto is also sextiling Neptune. I mean, we don't get these amount of positives very often. There's a lot of positive aspects here. We also get the full moon is conjuncting Pluto, I believe, within 1 degree. That's a bit of a wild card, but that could be bullish as well, especially because we're getting all these other very positive factors here. And then Mercury is squaring Uranus. That's a bit negative. Could that bring a wild card? Because Uranus can bring unpredictability, but this could be outweighed by all these other positive factors here. Now let's look at the full moon themes, and this is kind of my interpretation. Since it's a full moon in Capricorn, one of the major themes is self-responsibility and putting in the work. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is a planet of 3D reality, hard work, hard lessons in reality. So as long as we are responsible, we don't have our heads in the clouds, we're practical, we're able to embrace the truth that is being revealed to us. Now, that has a lot to do with the full moon conjunct Pluto. Pluto reveals the deeper truth. Now, I know I've been having some deep truths revealed in one of my businesses where someone's doing some not so good things that we figured out. There's also truth that's being revealed in our relationships. I know many people are going through breakups that are painful. How can we embrace the deeper truth as best as we can? Because maybe it is for the best. I know sometimes it can be really painful, but these things can turn out for the best as well. The truth always leads us to a brighter path. I believe that with all my heart. Don't get lost in fantasies or wishful thinking. That's also very important. This full moon in Capricorn is very practical. And, with Neptune retrograding, sometimes we can get lost in fantasies. I know there's a lot of... we actually had a full moon a month ago in Capricorn as well. 2 full moons in Capricorn in a row within a month. And a lot of people were kind of thinking Bitcoin's going to the moon or we're going to an all-time high. So people were getting lost into fantasies, and that has turned out not to be true. The moon is also detriment in Capricorn, so we need to remain cautious and not get too crazy. Honestly, in my opinion, not financial advice, but I don't think we should get too crazy bullish right now. I think we still have more time. Now, specifically for the Ethereum astrology, I take the Ethereum birth chart based on the Genesis block of Ethereum, and then I see what aspects this full moon is making to it, where the planets are currently in the sky. So we are getting Sun trining the Ethereum Saturn. That's positive on this full moon. And then we have Uranus trining the Ethereum moon. That's a bit positive. Then we're getting Mars square the Ethereum Venus, slight negative, and Uranus squaring the Ethereum Jupiter in orb. That's a minor negative that's going to come into effect more so in the coming months. But I also noted that we also are getting on the 23rd after this full moon, we're getting Mercury is conjuncting the Ethereum Jupiter. That's a bit positive. And then the Ethereum Venus on July 26th. So Mercury is also conjuncting that Ethereum Venus, potentially signaling a pump after this full moon. So that's looking pretty good. And then there's another thing I want to mention in a few minutes that we need to be a bit cautious about. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about that in a moment. But first, I have a huge announcement here. Okay, drum roll. Brrr. We have 1 spot left for the crypto retreat in Bali, September 7th through 14th. I'm super excited about this. Guys, I have been to Bali many, many times. In fact, I spend most of the year there. Right now, I'm not there, but we have this retreat in September 7th. I have hosted many retreats in Bali, so I'm very experienced. Escape to the enchanting paradise island of Bali for a transformative crypto strategy and mindset mastery retreat. I don't know anyone else who's doing this, guys. This is amazing. To prepare for the greatest wealth building opportunity of our lives, guys. The next couple years could just be that. Picture 7 days of pure bliss, surrounded by stunning natural beauty, delicious food, and a community of conscious, like-minded individuals, eager to elevate their prosperity and lives to new heights. Immerse yourself in a holistic experience that combines the best of crypto education, mindset mastery, and personal growth. I'm going to be there taking you guys through all of my crypto education, mindset mastery, and astrology, crypto astrology knowledge, as well as inviting many of my colleagues who are experts in crypto, macro analysis, astrology, and personal development growth, such as breathwork. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Delve deep into the world of crypto and astrology, unlocking the secrets of the stars and the markets with me. Engage in guided breathwork from one of my amazing breathwork practitioners. Dive into meditation, sound healing sessions. They have pyramids there, and we're going to dive into amazing sound healing sessions there that are extremely relaxing and rejuvenize your mind and spirit. Indulge in nourishing meals that will fuel your journey to success. Connect with fellow conscious investors and traders. We already have an amazing group signed up. It's a small, intimate group where you can form valuable relationships, sharing insights that will propel your crypto and life journey forward. Explore Bali's wonders, from majestic waterfalls. We're going to go to some incredible, amazing, beautiful waterfalls, to ancient temples, and immerse yourself in the rich culture of this island paradise. Benefit from the wisdom of expert guest speakers in the fields of crypto, astrology, breathwork, and ancient wisdom. Clarify your vision and goals and receive the support and accountability needed to turn your dreams into reality. All right, so When you sign up this month, you will get the following bonuses, guys. A complimentary one-on-one private session with me. I'm going to do a deep dive crypto astrology analysis. I'm going to look at your natal, your birth chart, specifically for you, and identify specific areas in your chart where I see specific gifts that you can use for your benefit in your crypto investing strategy so that you can make the right decisions, invest in the right projects, so that you can feel calm and confident in these crypto markets and not all anxious trying to find the next best altcoin or something, and you feel disorganized and scattered and you don't really know what's going on. A lot of people find themselves investing in way too many coins, like 20, 30 coins, and they're just extremely disorganized, stressed. I'll help you narrow down a specific strategy so you are calm and confident and you win in this bull run. You'll also get 3 incredible masterclasses. The first one is the Bitcoin astrology for the entirety of 2024. I just recorded this masterclass. It's absolutely amazing. It's going to blow your mind, I promise. And then call number 2, my top altcoin picks with 10x to 20x potential. Okay, guys, this is a really, really powerful training. It's not exactly what you think, but it will help you identify those incredible opportunities with altcoins. And in the next few months might be our last opportunity. So it's coming up right now for the next few months. And then I'll go over your personal astrology, a specific call for you guys to help you additionally with your personal astrology and map it out to map your personal astrology with your crypto strategy. So you're calm and confident in these markets. Flights to Bali are still very affordable for September, so get it while it's hot. There's only one more spot available, so whoever gets this next spot, that's it. The retreat will be filled, and there you go. So click the link below. Okay, now for the Ethereum predictions. We could see a price increase when the Ethereum ETFs go live. Yet, I personally think it likely will not be as explosive as the Bitcoin ETF launch. If it is explosive, it might not last very long. That's what I'm thinking. I can go into a bit more details on that. Because on August 4th, right before we get August 3rd, Ethereum gets a bullish Jupiter sextile to the Ethereum Mercury. And that is potentially signaling a peak. All right, I'm looking at the crypto astrology specifically for Ethereum here. And then we get the full moon or the new moon the next day on the 4th. And typically new moons can mark peaks. And the reason I think this could be a local peak, not an all-time high peak, but a local peak, is because then right after that, we then get Mercury retrograding over the Ethereum, Venus, and Jupiter. And that can be quite bearish. Typically, Mercury retrograde can bring about a 75% chance of a dump or sideways consolidation or downward pressure. So we might not be going to the moon in August. Okay, and I can show you a little bit of that on this chart. So we're at August 4th now. The circle in the middle is the Ethereum birth chart. The circle on the outside is where the planets are in the sky right now. So we get this new moon on August 4th. And then when I click this button here, we go to the next day. Mercury, the number turns red. Mercury then goes retrograde. All right, and then as Mercury goes backwards, it's literally going to go backwards. It goes retrograde over this planet on Ethereum, Venus, and then it goes over Jupiter. And so that could potentially bring some downward pressure to the Ethereum chart. All right, so that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm looking at. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Definitely like and share if you got value from this video. Share it with a friend or family member who could benefit. And definitely subscribe, as we'll be coming out with a lot more videos like this. All right, so if you want to sign up for that Bali retreat, click the link below. Check out all the details. There's some amazing deals. I'm giving a ton of value. It's 7 days in paradise. So definitely grab that. There's only one spot left. All right, thanks so much for tuning in once again, and I'll see you on the next video.